Okay guys, welcome back. So, we built an NYG, you guys seen. We have other stuff in the yard as you guys see. This is called B is for Boost. Now, when I got the NYG, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. When we got the NYG, I said from the get-go, what I want to do.
SRT's block.
But no one wanted to do it, or we didn't really want to do it. This car is a really nice car. It's clean. It's nice. Like it is what it is. But we're SRT swapping it. Let's just get to the point. We're gonna SRT swap it. So we had our big turbo SRT, 430 low boost. We pulled it to put a big motor in it, bigger turbo, and it's been sitting since. So we're gonna use all the stuff that was in that car. Not gonna get into details. Let's get swapping this. Let's get this on the hoist and have some fun. Such a nice engine bay to be already tearing apart. So once we get this situated, we're going to get it up in the air, disconnect the battery. We're going to start taking the rims and tires off the front, disconnecting the exhaust, and then we're going to get into tearing this out. It should be quite simple. There's really not much to it. It's a shame because it's only been together a month.
August 1st was the show, so.
A couple months. That's crazy to think. The good thing about disassembling a car, that it's been disassembled long enough that everything just comes right off. The power coating still looks really sharp. So the good thing about this car is we do have DSS stage 3 axles. We're going to change the hub, obviously, which means this power coated hub ain't going to matter anymore.
What's that?
We got to change the hub for the stage 3s. Okay, so I'm not videoing a lot, guys, because let's face it, we've had this motor in, out, in, out, in, out. It's like something else. So anyways, it's halfway out. The little light over here. It's so weird because we literally like painted it all and now we're tearing it apart. Let me know what you guys think. We have a stage 3. It needs to be rebuilt. Honestly, it's not in the budget anytime soon. We bought it. It was supposed to be rebuilt. So we got scammed on it. It is what it is. So to rebuild it's going to probably cost me like $2,500 Canadian. We have an AGP kit. We are going to run the S256, which we already have. But would it be better to put an S257 on it? Should we just run the S256 until the stage 3 gets rebuilt and then swap it to a stage 3? What should we do? What do you guys recommend? Because originally this was only going like this is going SRT swap no matter what, but we're only doing this to race some people, so it doesn't need
Literally just some end of something.
It doesn't need 500 horsepower.
No.
But who doesn't want 500 horsepower? Leave a comment down below, guys. Tell me what you guys think we should do. Should we leave the S256 on? Should we get the S257 and place the S256? You know, it's up in the air. Either way, it's going to have meth. It's going to have all the parts off the SRT. So we got the TKS Motorsport CNC machined head, Crowler 3.4s, balance shaft delete, the normal stuff, right? DCR head gasket if we go that route, ARP head studs, no matter what. We got enough then for every block. We should have just SRT swapped it from the get-go. But I got to drive it. I could outrun the cops in it when it was NA. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Jeff
He didn't really run from the cop.
He didn't have his lights on, but he did turn around and caught you instead. Yeah. Like, we even took our time and put everything, like...
in place. Yeah, I know.
You probably don't even need to do that. That's going to come
off.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't scratch nothing?
Be more access, yeah. It's just easier to pull out. And I know you don't have to, but...
So it's just that and the header and mounts.
And an AC pump.
Yeah, I think we're not going to put the AC back in. So we're ready to pull this out other than the power steering line, which Jeff is doing right now. We should probably take the pump off because it will give us like an extra 8 inches, right?
It's basically ready to come off now. There's just 15 on the
just helps it, right? Because we don't want to stretch this. When the new motor goes in, it'll be the same thing. It'll go in just as a bare motor and transmission. So there'll be the head on it, but there'll be no accessories whatsoever until it's in spot. Exactly.
Alternator, well, the new one going in, alternator and the manifold. Turbo manifold.
We'll try. So this is ready to come out. Front mount's undone. Bubble struts undone. All the wiring's disconnected. Everything's the way it should be. We'll get that power steering pump off. Get the engine crane in here, and then just undo the 2 side mounts. Out she goes. It's really weird to see this. It's really dark too.
Yep.
Doesn't help that it's.
No.
I just bought that brand new power steering line.
I'm not gonna use it.
What the frig?
Use it somewhere else.
Roadster doesn't have power steering.
What? Doesn't?
No. You stay away from my lines.
Well, I shouldn't actually. No, sorry, I shouldn't look up there.
Should be like, no, don't touch me there. That is my no square. No. So we'll come back once we get the engine crane and spot ready to lift up. He has to pop out the 2 shifter cable clips that just holds the shifter cable and spot. This motor and transmission with the PT Cruiser clutch is going back where it was in the beginning, which is the Roadster. Now, honestly, it did have crane 18s. It was kind of cool. I don't think it's cool enough for the Roadster, to be honest. I don't think it's worth the headache. So, which kind of sucks because then I have to redo the timing, but the timing belt we can still use. We wouldn't have to take the head off. So I think
it's going to be out. It's
yeah.
So
I think I'm going to sell the cams to fund our new project. So when we're not recording, stuff happens. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right? Oh, you can see it. What is that? What is that?
Wow, someone didn't replace tools like they're supposed to.
God. I think it bugs me more that it's dented. So not only are we getting an SRT swap, we're painting a fender. Yay.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic as I
casualty on the fender, which thankfully I have a full spare set of fenders, so maybe I'll just paint both at the same time. And it gives me 2 fenders, and I have the paint. I know how many coats of paint I put on it. I think 3. I think. Might have to do a spray up card. But it won't be that bad either way. So it's out. Now we're just going to tonight just like get the header off. Yeah. We'll get the harness ready to come out, and then we'll just get the head put on the SRT motor that I'll show you. Swap the clutch around, because that clutch is South Bend Stage 2 drag, but it's only rated for like 400. Yeah. So we're going to put the Clutch Master stage 4, stage 5 in.
Stage 4 I think it is.
And it's rated for like 450, 500. Yeah. It's weird how nice this looks.
I know. It's sad because you don't see like any of it while it's in the car.
Yeah, we'll put it in the Roadster where it came from. Jeff is putting the water pump on. We do have the DCR head gasket over in the hoist hanging. We have some copper spray drying, so we can get that put on. And then we are going to put our head and cams on. So it's like the same thing we've done to the 2-liter, to the SRT, to every car that we've owned so far is always the same thing.
Pretty much. It's not like we haven't done this many times.
We still need to take this transmission off because this is the transmission we pulled for a project that we're not doing. So this motor was supposed to go in a $3,000 budget build. And now it's going into like a $500 budget build because we already have all the parts. Yeah. So it's a South Bend Stage 2 endurance drag clutch. We're going to have to go with the Clutch Master Stage 4 that we have just because the torque we plan on running. So we have no use for another clutch.
How much is it?
$900.
God.
If you can come up with $900, I would gladly give it to you for $700 just to get some money back.
By all means, come up with $900, I'd be ratherly impressed.
Exactly. Head time, 2-step, 2-step and woot, and he'll still never know about it.
No,
because he doesn't need it.
No.
He just messaged no.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no
EC on it. Brian Crowder, retainers. We're here to party. I like to party. So we got the built head on, we got it all timed up, we got our cam gears on, it's ready to go. The side bracket isn't on yet due to the fact is we have to weld a nut that's going to match up with the first gen side mount. And we did strip a couple threads out of this one, but with the cam cap off, it's long enough. There's more threads to go down all the way and catch it. So we're just going to get a longer bolt, but a 1/4 inch longer. And we're going to see if we can torque it down. If not, we're going to have to drill and tap it. So, and as you can tell, it's been drilled and tapped already once.
Yeah.
So this, you're going to put a bolt right there, a nut right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen guys make, like, actually get little things machined and then welded in.
This is BS for boost. We're sticking a nut in it, we're welding it up, and we're sending it. That's the way it is. We have a bolt from a Neon, or a nut from a Neon. And we have the SRT, and that's basically going to go in like that. Jeff's going to put the nut in it.
No, I'm going to put the bolt in it.
Nut in it. You should probably just tap it down as best as possible. What, go farther down? Or is that where she's
Not much, unless you, like, shave the sides of it some.
Well, we really don't need to.
No.
And then you just got to put a tack and a tack. Scared me. Okay, so it should be like that. Look at that. Ghetto. Not ghetto. It is ghetto. How's that ghetto? That's welded by a professional.
You just literally put a nut in the backside.
But it works.
That's ghetto.
Professional.
Professional ghetto?
I can't say what I want to say. Okay, let's get that on. We'll get the side mount on to see if it clears the thingy, and then we'll call it a night. Wow. Now I want to make sure that it's not too long in there. Well, yeah, we gotta put the mount in that.
Nope, you're good.
Not hitting?
Nope. Depression.
And just like that, we now have ourselves a mount on the SRT. So we did tell all the boys that we had to put a new clutch in it before we started racing. So there is our new Clutch Masters FX 400 modular. Someone spent some money there. Okay, so now the transmission can go in. Okay, so we got carried away, and well, this happened. It's like, yeah, it's like it happened. So motors in spot, transmissions in spot, front solid mounts in spot, the side mounts in spot, transmission mounts in spot. We set the turbo there just to see if we had issues with brake lines. We're resting against the clip of a brake line, so we're gonna have to play around with that. And you get over on this side, and when Jeff gets back, we'll show you. We are gonna drill our strut tower and get ready to do our SRT side mount. Now I wanna do that just to help, like it's not gonna move now anyways. Like it's solid mounts, but it will help. I think it will help. Like an SRT has 3 mounts here. It has the top, has the center, has the lower, and then one on the passenger side. So this way will help it a little bit. So we're just gonna put a hole through the strut tower, which I'm not looking forward to at all. Let's paint a car, and then let's do an SRT swap, take everything out of it again. So he's gonna do that. Actually, pull up the other mount for a second, the one we're gonna use. We have a solid SRT side mount. So good thing is this is gonna be steel. We're gonna press this out, power coat it, but beforehand, we're gonna cut it, shorten it. That way it sits the way it's supposed to sit. I see Jeff's big head. Yeah, so you got probably 2 inches. Now you could do a couple different things. We could take some off the bottom to help, but I think basically what we're gonna do is cut it, bring it in, weld it up.
Yeah, taking some off the bottom ain't gonna move it forward. So it needs to just lose like 3/4 of an inch or so out of there, bring it back. And if anything, we can also step it over a little bit further so that it offsets this, so then that's more straight instead of on an angle. Not going to be pitched as much.
Which is going to be perfect because our return line actually bolts to that.
Yeah.
Because we are running an SRT return line. Just because, you know, stock boost levels and blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah,
Does
blah,
this
blah.
come up in the same spot for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's an SRT line.
Yeah, I know, but where it is a different body, it might be different. Spaces.
No, it comes up where it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So, lighting sucks. We're going to drill that out, guys. We're going to get that up in spot. We're going to show you guys cutting and welding that. And then basically we're just going to get everything test fitted. And then probably like, honestly, for drag races, we don't need to have things power coated. But you know, the car is going to be here all winter. So we could power coat it over the winter too. Take pieces off here and there. Power coat it. I do like the black intake manifold. We got carbon fiber cover here. I think I might go teal lettering. What do you think? Just to kind of blend in the teal? Or teal turbo?
Yeah, teal turbo.
We are going to put a new turbo in it anyway.
Okay, guys, we're going to leave it at that, and we'll definitely pick this up on the next one. Thanks a lot.